Hello, the video you are about to see contains images of dolls only. Good morning everybody, how are you today? It's Tuesday morning and I've been up since goodness knows what time. I think it was about 2:45. I went to bed very early and I slept very early and I woke up at ridiculous o'clock. Mr. B's been up very early too because he had to go off to London at ridiculous o'clock. But I was up even earlier than he was. And as I'm still sleep deprived and feeling wanny, I'm back in my dressing gown again. Never mind, shall not worry about it. Look who I've got here. I actually had armache after hauling Sam about yesterday, so we're back to one of the smaller babies again. This is our Mary Lou, and she is the Fiona sculpt by Alissa Marx. And do you know, it's getting to the ridiculous stage now that I have so many babies that I have to think before, is that the right baby? Have I got the right baby? Because so many of them have this sort of slightly textured feel to their faces and they have painted hair. And I have to think, how do I recognise them? And I know this is Mary Lou because she's got these lovely full lips and she has the awake eyes. The only other baby I've got with these pouty lips is Jake, and he's asleep and he's on a completely different shelf. Wonderful to have so many babies that I have trouble knowing which is which. I'm very blessed. Anyway, she has on the cute little outfit she came in, and I'm going to change her into something just a little bit more summery. It is very warm. I think it was raining yesterday. Mr. B said it was raining yesterday. Is that right?
Yeah, it was chucking it down at one point.
Yeah. So we're going to change her, and while I change her, I'm going to have a little chat to you. I saw a video of Nicole's yesterday from Nicole's Little Ones, and she was saying that it was Mental Health Awareness Month, and although we're nearly at the last of May now, it still is May, and so it is still Mental Health Awareness Month. And I was inspired by what Nicole was saying. Come on, my precious, let's get this over your little head. To talk a little bit about what the babies have done for me. I'm not going to go into a long diatribe about my mental health and life and things, not too much anyway. But I have had my ups and downs with mental illness. And to be quite honest, if it hadn't been for the babies, I don't know where I'd be. And I don't know where I'd be without the babies today. Because I do have my problems and the babies help me to work through them. And this all started for me back in 2008 when my life was stripped down to 2 cases and 2 boxes. And I came back to the little hometown that I was born in, which is this town that I live in. And the bad things that have been going on in my life had actually stopped. I found a nice place to live and I didn't have to fight my corner anymore, and everything that was wrong had stopped being wrong and it was all okay again. At which point I sort of fell to pieces on the carpet. It's a very strange thing. Before I go on, let me show you what I'm going to put on her. This is the most sweet little summer dress from Nutmeg. It has cap sleeves and it's white. What is this white, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, white with beautiful little tiny yellow flowers embroidered on the front. It's very, very, very sweet. So, and there are matching bloomers underneath. So you get those on first. So, I can't call it a nervous breakdown because I wasn't hospitalised, but it was definitely a nervous crisis. I had very bad panic attacks and I found that I couldn't be in any kind of room where there were lots of people talking or any kind of noise. hated background noise in a room, like a television on or music on, and that kind of thing has stayed with me to this day. This house has to be very quiet, otherwise I kind of get a bit panicky and scared. That kind of thing stays with you, unfortunately. It's very hard to live that down. And the end of it was that I had to go on meds. I got better eventually, but I got a lot worse before I got better. And in those days, I used to kind of crawl into bed and think, my goodness, what is going to become of me? Good heavens. And I had 2 Lee Middleton dolls in those days, Kathy Ann and Tiffany, and I used to cuddle them in my arms and think, help! I'm turning into a total crazy woman. And just being able to cuddle those babies used to comfort me incredibly. Anyway, time moved on and life moved on, and it had its ups and it had its downs. Let's put this on you, my precious. What a good girl. But I think, unless you're very lucky, it happened to me in any case. You've been through that kind of nervous flare-up. It's very hard to get over it and recover completely. It always, to some extent, leaves its mark on you, and it did on me. And so, as my physical health got worse, I found that I had this silly tendency, I can't think of the word then, to have recurring panic attacks. Didn't know why, just sometimes I had them. Oh, that looks so sweet on you. It looks so sweet on you. Yes, it does. Oh, you look very cute in that. And then, maybe a little over 18 months ago, something like that, could be a bit more, I'm not really sure when it started, I got this claustrophobia thing where I was terrified of being in a car. Anyway, I tried to have some counselling and talk to doctors about it and things. Now, doctors can be wonderful, counselling can be wonderful, therapy can be wonderful. I know because I've had it before and it can work. But this time, the first thing I was told was, well, you need to ditch the dolls for a start. I said, I don't think so. I think if I ditched the dolls, I'd end up in a psychiatric hospital very fast. So, for me, the dolls are an enormous, enormous part of what keeps me positive, keeps me working around my issues. Maybe they avoid me facing them head on and living through them, but they keep me functioning on a day-to-day basis and keep me happy. And I am happy and I'm fine most of the time. And I could never ditch the dolls, good heavens. That's the last thing on my mind. And I'm just so blessed and grateful to have them in my life. Bert over there in the corner is my go-to if I ever have a panic attack. And I don't have them very often now. He is the one that I always go to. My husband will bring him, if he senses that I'm getting tightened up, he'll bring him over straight away and Bert can just calm me down like that. Or if I'm out somewhere and it happens, which is very infrequent and very horrible, Jack is always with me when I'm out now, so he does it. But just as long as I have a baby near me, baby to focus on if I get frightened, I can make myself okay. It's kind of like there are two me's inside my head, the ordinary, positive, happy me, and the one that tries to get control sometimes. I don't let that one win. Nicole said a very important thing. She said she didn't let the illness define her. And that really struck a chord with me. Because I find that the babies really help me with that. There are times when I do get downhearted, I do get scared, I do think, oh my Lord, this just wants to take me over. It's so frightening and it's so silly. I'm a rational person. Why should this be happening to me? But I won't let it define me. It's not who I am. And these little people help me not to let it define me. They help to keep me feeling normal and rational and sane. So I'm just in Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm very, very thankful for these little ones in my life that help to keep me as mentally healthy as I can be. And I'm very thankful for this little one who is looking incredibly cute, isn't she, Rhia?
Oh, she looks too sweet. Too sweet.
This dress is quite long for her. I think it would fit Willow a bit better. It would be a little bit better of a size on Willow. We shall have to try one of these big dresses on her. Because she's a little dot. She's only a little dot, aren't you? But she looks very sweet. Now, I won't be with you again till Friday because Rhia is not with me tomorrow or Thursday. But I will be back with you again on Friday. And Mr. B will be with me. Don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something. So do come back and join us for that. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves and enjoy your babies. You're going to say goodbye, darling? Yes, she's waving goodbye. And please, let's be good to each other. Bye-bye.